Okay, so just carrying on then. We've got our sort of build up sort of sketched in, and we've got it sort of dropping into the almost dubsteppy kind of rhythm after the break. So we obviously haven't sequenced this out completely, but the first thing I'm going to do is change around our drums. I'm not quite happy with the kick drum that's currently in there. It's a wee bit nondescript really when it comes in there, so we're going to change it and sort of combine two kick drums together, one with a nice sort of front click and one with a nice sort of body to it. And we've got them in our project files. If you just browse to your samples folder on the desktop, you should be able to get these. So I'm just going to go to my desktop. We've got our body kick and we've got a click kick as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the one there that's our normal kick with our body kick. And then I'm going to bring the click kick in as well. And with our body kick, you can hear that it's quite a soft kick drum. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to bring the release time back, and then we're just going to play around with the decay time on it. We're going to have it just long enough so that it plays almost all of the sample, or I think it does play all of the sample. And we'll bring the volume of it up. There's a wee bit of a click at the end there. And if we just add a touch of release, let's ASCII being the sample, see if we can get rid of it. Okay, it almost gets rid of it there. So I don't think we need to really do anything more to that. We'll go to our click kick. I'm just going to sequence that in. So if I just combine these clips, and I'll put in another click. So we've got our click here. All I'm going to do is take the start of this. So I'm just going to bring back the length. And we're just taking the initial click, and that's all we need. I'll bring the volume of that up as well. And with that click, I'm going to drop in a auto filter just to remove some of the bottom end of it, because we're taking the bottom end from our body and the body kick. So we just need the click really from this one. And then it's going to combine these together. Apple and G will do the same if you sort of highlight both of those. And that'll put them into their own sort of drum rack. And I'm going to put a compressor on them just to compress them together. Let's bring it down a bit. We're going to heavily compress that. Bring the attack back slightly. Okay, so that gives it a nice sort of punch. I'm just going to bring the level down a wee bit. Let's see what that sounds like. Another thing I'm going to do with drums, I'm just going to drop in an EQ8. And I'm going to turn the high quality mode on. And I'm actually going to do a cut a little bit higher than I usually would. At around about 80 hertz or so. Because the basses that we're using here are really we've got a lot of sub bass in them, and it really having your kick drum having a big sub kick as well, it sort of fights for its place down at the bottom end of the spectrum. So I'm gonna give the sub basses a little bit more room to breathe by just cutting out the bottom end of that. We can always play around with that again later. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this like that then, and in the next one, what I'm going to do is just reorganize this kick drum. Actually, I'll maybe just do it now. I'm going to take out the hats. The reason I'm not using the body kick there is because we're going to be using it to sidechain, and I'm not sure that we want the sidechain to trigger for those wee extra hits, but I'm going to leave it with the click just for now. And we're going to bring in a nice big snare, because this snare isn't really cutting it when it comes into that sort of dubstep rhythm. So in the next one, we're going to bring in another few snares to play along at that section.